Okay, y'all, let's get into this Super Bowl experience because Kendrick's bell bottoms definitely bottomed me. Let's talk about how big this show actually was, because this was probably one of the biggest blackest protests I've ever seen. First things first, let's state the obvious. It was in the blackest state of America. It was performed by the most profoundly loudest artist in America at this moment in time. On top of that, we got a win by a black NFL quarterback. Like, it's all the three. It's all the 3 W's we need. Like, oh my God. And this was all done right in front of Donald Trump. It was a huge... So he can get the message. He probably won't because he's not. Talk about how Uncle Samuel L. Jackson opened up the show. That by itself, I don't care who you are going to be aware of Samuel L. Jackson because he is unapologetically himself and he is very proud of his culture. I love the fact that he opened up the show, he was narrating it, and just like he was stringing us along in the storyline as if it was scenes of a movie. Jackson was hinting at the machine, i.e. Amerrikaa, and how we have to play the game. And then we open the game. It's a game controller. Jackson's opening up the whole scene as Kendrick's orchestrating the story and you actually get to hear a loud black voice behind it is crazy to me. And oh my God, the fact that the whole stage was set up as a game controller and everything was like your neighborhood basketball courts. You got kids hanging out on street lights. You gotta get home before the street lights. Okay, now let's get into the show itself. He's a true lyrical genius, but once you see his visual masterpieces of what he actually does, incredible. Oh my God, he is somebody truly not to be messed with. He is a petty king. Absolutely love that about him. He's very much a petty king and he has all the words and work behind it to back it up. And he like hinted towards Squid Games because Squid Games is all about capitalism. The Super Bowl is one of the biggest and largest capitalistic things America has to distract you from like your everyday work lives until you go like, just for like 4 hours and then you got to go back to your work lives. Like that by itself, crazy. And as we're opening up the scene, I don't think most people got it, but like after the 3rd or 4th time I watched it, when he had the red, white, and blue, like he had blues, Crips, reds, bloods, and then like your whites all neutral in between, and the symbolic symbolism that he brought like bloods, Crips, and everyone in between together to create that flag is crazy to me. I almost melted on the couch when I saw that. I was just like, oh my God. And can we get into the fact that his necklace, I did not realize it was A minor until I seen the part where he was like, A minor. That performance, insane. I know most people didn't like it because it was like really chill, but it was just layered on layered on layered on layered. He was basically saying like, if you know, you know. If you're aware of everything that's going on, all the distractions, what's going on, you're trying to like wake up to this new revolution because you are tired of us literally living in the same stories as our great ancestors have. The fact that we are repetitively living in the same situation as our great ancestors is just ridiculous. Like by this point in time in life, I feel like we should have been so much far advanced than what we actually are now. Like I feel as though we haven't advanced much. Like we haven't advanced that much. The earth is melting. We still have racism. Like this, it's ridiculous at this point, and capitalism is taking us down. It's the biggest part of the machine that we need to break up. Like if we take money away from the wealthy and just actually take care of our own people, treat people as humans, we can actually further and advance in this lifetime. Like we don't have to be on our phones scrolling or clicking and watching TV. He was talking about turn the TV off and wake up and do something about it. You can't just sit on your couch and complain. We have to be awake and do something more than just sitting and repeating and doing the same repetitive things that's never going to change anything for us in our situation. Sorry guys, I went on a tangent. But yes, this performance, it was so deeply layered. Like I don't even know if I can sit and do a full breakdown of it because I feel on. But if other minds want to get with me and analyze everything, I would love to hear your thoughts. I thought the same as I did as a clown car representation, but I was thinking of the projects like, oh, growing up, we lived in the projects, we lived in a small ass apartment, we packed in as many people as possible because that was the only way we were going to survive. And with inflation now, that's basically the only way you can survive these days is packing in your family as much as possible, or packing in everyone around you in these small environments because that's all you can have and strive for at the moment. Uncle Sam packed in the car, Crips and Bloods, and then we unite together, revolutionize, and wake the fuck up. Black men performing, because if you think about the NFL, majority is black men performing on this huge platform, but yet they're always underrepresented through this capitalistic system because, yeah, like, enough said. You've heard this so many times. It's so repetitive. You can see it all the time in our world. But the really cool part was when it was like the overhead shots pan, when you saw like the whole stage on the basketball court, and it looks like a huge basketball court, and all the bodies like laid down on the ground. It's like a representation of people being shot, which normally for black people, we are shot every other day. And I don't know if y'all caught that. It's like, it's normally -1 life in our daily lives, and that's another family that has to hurt and be hounded, and just like, oh, there was no whitewashing it, trying to make them comfortable. Like, there was no need to, which was crazy. And I love the fact this was all performed in front of that tangerine, and I know he definitely didn't understand any of the symbolism. Like, I bet majority of the far right is thinking, oh, like, who is this little guy just mumbling all these words, and we don't understand, and he's not making this Super Bowl fun, because it's not supposed to be fun. It's not meant for you. America is not for us. America is a business first before it ever attempts to think about its people that it treats as cattle. Not like us by itself. Like, he didn't even have to sing majority of the words, because you could hear the whole freaking crowd saying the lyrics for him. He said half the words. I'm like, and I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's all towards Drake. Like, no, this is a huge to you, America. Like, that's definitely what it was. And he said it loud and proud. I'm just so happy I was able to witness and be able to keep re-witnessing the biggest protest on the loudest stage possible. I love the fact that Kendrick used his platform to its greatest. I am so excited to get tickets to go to his tour. And I'm so sad I wasn't able to be at the Super Bowl, but I have to go to their tour. I refuse not to. And an all red look, sickening. Okay, until next time, guys. Bye!